Hey guys, welcome to Chris Mack. For today's video, I'm excited because I have a 2022 Mazda 3 Hatchback Turbo. I'm going to show you around this vehicle, then I'm going to take it for a drive. As always, please be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Let's get into this video, shall we? Looking on the outside of the 2022 Mazda 3, this is a Premium Plus hatchback priced at $32,000. This is your key fob right here, very high quality. This is a red crystal metallic exterior color. Does have black accents, full LED lighting with corner lamps. Now the tires are 215 width with 18-inch rims. Black mirror caps. You have a black spoiler as well as a moonroof up top. Keyless entry for the front door handles. The vehicle is 175 inches long. Dual exhaust for the turbo version. Skyactiv G technology in the engine as well as the all-wheel drive badge. The lighting is full LED on the rears. Trunk release is right under the Mazda logo. 20 cubic feet of space with a temporary spare tire. You can lock the doors on the interior up top. I'll show you guys under the hood. You will find a 2.5 liter turbo 4-cylinder that gets 23 in the city, 31 on the highway, and 26 combined. It makes 227 horses on regular gas, 250 on premium, 310 pound-foot of torque regardless of the gas, connected to a 6-speed automatic transmission. The vehicle is 3,400 pounds as so equipped. The seat is adjusted for my frame at 5'5". So I'm going to show you guys the backseat legroom. In the back I have about 2 inches of legroom with about an inch of headroom. You have LED illumination with coat hooks up top. Here's a view to the cabin. 2 cup holders in the center console. Automatic windows with nice materials and stitching. Let me show you guys the cockpit of the Mazda 3. This one does have 2-way lumbar support power seats. Forward, aft. Mirror controls, everything is automatic. A Bose surround sound speaker system. High quality materials with real stitching. Down here you have a little storage. Your hood release right there. 2-person memory. This button controls toggling off your driver assistance technology. This controls your 360 camera. Does have trajectory lines. There's your front. And of course you have your sides under the mirror right here, so you see my hand. You can hit it again to turn it off. Down here, your traction control, automatic lights on this side with your light controls, wiper controls. This is your steering wheel right here. I like the feeling it is stitched and very high quality. Telematics displays on this side with your info button. You can control your different headings. driver assistance technology. You can also put a speedo right there on this side, miles per gallon, as well as driver assistance. Trip refresh on this side. Now you do have a clear, crisp head-up display right here in front of you. You have paddle shifters. It is tilt telescoping steering wheel right here. Looking right here in the center screen, you have a 8.8-inch screen. You have your information, entertainment for AM, FM, and Sirius XM radio, telematics, navigation. Now, unfortunately, this doesn't have the SD card inserted right now as the shooting in this video, so we can't do a navigation test, but I'm sure it'll work pretty good. The different vehicle settings for your safety, your sound for your Bose 12-speaker sound system, connectivity. Overall, the 80-inch display is pretty good. I only wish it did have touch capabilities, but other than that, no problem at all. Over here you have your cluster brightness. You have more leather stitching right here. Dual zone climate control with 3-stage heated front seats and a single-stage heated steering wheel. Push button start. There are your hazards right there, some more storage. 2 cup holders. And if you put the vehicle into reverse, you can see you do have a backup camera with trajectory lines. Put it down to drive and you have a full manual mode. Right here you do have your default drive mode, which is normal, is your default. Click it up and it'll put on sport mode. Click it back down to turn on sport mode, go back to normal mode. Down here is your automatic parking brake, a auto hold function, your volume controls, favorite button. This is your navigation back button, audio, as well as a home button. And you use this to rotate through the different menus and you can select in the middle. We're going to try a audio test to see how good the 12-speaker Bose sound system is. So you see it's connecting Apple CarPlay.
Let's go. Yeah. I'm like an addict.
As you see, the 12-speaker sound system is very clear and crisp. Looking down here, you do have some storage right here in the center console. I do like the divider right here. If you have your wallet or change, you can separate that. 2 USB ports with a 12-volt outlet. Does slide forward and backward. Looking right here, you do have your glove box. The storage is pretty good. There's your cabin filter in there if you want to do your own maintenance. I do like the floating air vent design right here that goes across the dashboard. The materials are high quality and very nice. Real metal speaker grills. Looking up top, you do have your auto dimming rearview mirror with LED illumination. This controls your power moonroof up top. LED illumination up top. This is a nice feature. Also, your sunglass holders up top as well. So yeah, guys, that is the Mazda 3 Turbo Hatchback. I'm going to go ahead and take you guys for a quick drive. Let's get into it today. All right, we're setting off in the Mazda 3 Turbo. Now we are starting out in its normal mode. I'll turn that off. Now, around city driving, we will get about 23 miles to the gallon in city driving. And that mid-range torque, wow, that torque.
It do feel nice.
Yeah.
These turbos, they have a nice feel to it. Just think about Mazda, man. They give you a nice ride, comfortable ride. Very aerodynamic.
Now, I was looking at the specs earlier, past couple days, and I do have to say though, now some people do complain about the 6-speed automatic. You know, it's an older transmission design. It's not as fast shifting, but I do have to say though, it's robust, and with Mazdas, you know, it'll last.
Yeah,
It's funny though. It's funny though, you know that Mazda actually came in #1 as far as reliability. So it's
most definitely, yeah. They're the #1 in safety and reliability. They're the only, matter of fact, this year in the crash test, they were the only manufacturer that passed.
Nice.
Out of every other car. So they are the #1 safety, the most safe car you can ever be in. has every safety feature under the sun in every single trim level. So it's not like you're gonna miss out if you get your base trim level on any of our vehicles.
Yeah. So yeah, the steering is pretty good.
First, steering smooth.
Yeah.
Hand stitched steering wheel too. Everything in the vehicle is hand stitched.
Now it is high quality though. The steering wheel, the paddles, the materials. Now this is probably gonna sound weird from what I'm about to say though, but I would honestly compare this against like a Mercedes A-Class or even a BMW 228 Grand Coupe.
Well, we get that. We do get that a lot. It gives you that luxurious feel for an affordable price with these Mazdas. As you can see from the leather, everything up front, hand stitch. Your steering wheel is a leather hand stitch steering wheel. You get your tongles right here in the middle, right where your arm and hand just end up, just like you do in a Mercedes.
Yeah.
That's something not every car has. So I can see where the comparison does come from, and we have got that a lot.
Yeah, the whole the materials and the feeling, the neural finishes around the center knob right here, everything is just nice, high quality.
Very luxurious feel for something that's very affordable.
Of course, you do have your full suite of driver assistance technology. So you have your lane keeping assist with steering assist right there. You have your adaptive cruise control. So you got your drive modes up top. So you go ahead and put it into sport.
That pickup feel nice, man.
Yeah. You get a little turbo. I just heard a little turbo.
Yeah.
that turbo blower remind me of Velocity N with the intakes.
Okay.
Yeah. Got the little blow off.
Yeah.
And the handling too. Mazda's pretty good with the handling and turns with no problem at all. Now, talking of visibility, the side mirrors are good, so you got pretty good visibility out the front, rear. And you do have to worry a little bit about the C-pillar with the hatchback version. But other than that, the view is pretty good. The turbo noise, the induction noise is just crazy. Like if you guys remember my Mercedes C300 video where you heard the EQ boost, the turbo, it's literally quite the same like that. Back in drive, we're gonna kick it back down to normal for a second. You can see the 6-speed automatic just goes through the different gears, no problem at all. the blow off for a stock car.
Yeah, for a super stock car.
Yes, it's awesome. Now I do have to say though, comparing it to the competition, so you have the Volkswagen GTI, which I drove, and then you compare my Velocity N. Now those are more on the sportier ends of the segment, but this is a nice vehicle if you just want a nice ride.
Right.
So you don't want to break the bank, and then you want to also have a nice ride. So you compare it to like the German options. So we go ahead and put it back in the sport. Just do a little accelerate. Now it does have torque vectoring, so it will change the power. Acceleration though. But so it does have torque vectoring for the front and rear, so it will divert power to get you around that corner. And of course, all 2.5 turbos do come in the all-wheel drive configuration like this one is. But yeah, this thing is just, it's a lot of fun than people say it is.
It is.
Because honestly though, you go in person like, oh, it's just gonna be a luxury car. But it honestly surprised me.
It has the luxurious feel to it, but it's a subtle sporty car.
Yes.
It has that turbo engine that's gonna give you that fun. They're super fun cars to drive. From Miata up to the CX-9, they all have a smooth ride to it.
Oh, wow, this way. Now, even with the handling, you go around the corner, I mean, just chuck it in a little bit. It goes. Now, if Mazda did want to make this a little bit more of an enthusiast car, now this does have two 15-width tires. Now, they could improve the tire width size if they put like 235s and a stiffer suspension. It could definitely make it a lot more of a sportier offering. But the torque, so it has 310 pound-foot of torque, regardless if you put regular or premium in it. But we are going to try a little acceleration up here. So you got to make sure you're in drive. Or you know, we'll go up on top of the hill so we can see. That torque. Alright, so we can go ahead and try acceleration out, 0 to 60. Now to do 0 to 60, you're in sport mode, traction off. You're going to brake torque it to spool up the turbos. Front with y'all. Now it's about 60 miles an hour right there. As you saw, it did auto upshift around 5,000. You see it revs out all the way there. Now the thing with this engine though, you can't feel it though in the higher RPMs where Mazda has tuned this to be right around 5 grand with the torque. And once you rev over about 5,500, you can't feel it like steam out a little bit, but it's perfectly programmed with all the torque to be around 5.5 grand. You see it bangs off the rev limiter. Pretty good feature. So you do have to have the traction control off, and it will bang off the rev limiter. And that's what I call a real manual mode right here. Going to the back road. We're in sport. Nice pickup right there. See, it's just a smidge floaty over that little hump right there. The engine is in its full performance. Yeah. That blow off. Alright, we're going to try out a U-turn and see how good the turning radius is. It's 175 inches long. Now on this side, you can see you do have your defeat for all of your driver assistance technology. Turn that on, turn it off. Of course, we're going to try another acceleration in sport mode. Brake torque it. And that time it was a lot faster. Back into manual mode. There's a slight delay with the paddles, but to be fair, this is a torque converter automatic. That torque, 310 pound-foot of it, you can really feel the kick. Specifically between that 3 and 5 grand RPM range, you can really feel that. just the amount of thrust when you go forward. It just like pushes you forward. It's crazy. Now while we wait at the light, let me show you guys the driver assistance. So of course, this is your adaptive cruise control settings on this side. So you go ahead and just set it right there. You adjust your different speed. You have a different following distances. It does have lane keeping assist right there. But overall, the car is just very nice, premium. It is a nice offering when compared to other vehicles in the segment. So $32,000, that's where the German luxury car entry-level cars start at. But this, as equipped, is where they start at and is a good proposition. Now, this is for somebody who wants a little bit of a mature vehicle and kind of wants something a little bit less harsh. So in comparison to the GTI with the, or Veloster N like I have with the stiffer suspension, loud exhaust, this is like the polar opposite, which is a good thing. It's good to have options. I'm gonna throw it back into normal mode. 6-speed automatic just picks a gear and stays in it. Back to the sport. How's passing power? The acceleration. Passing power is great. Now you can use your adaptive cruise control settings. So right now I have it set and it will follow the car in front of you. So you have different following distances. So you can see right there in the center screen, you have 4 following distances. You can reduce it all the way down. You can also increase your speed right here. So you see it's using the camera right here and it's following this vehicle right here. And we'll also put the brakes on for you. It also does have lane keeping assist. So it'll keep you in the lanes. And it does have steering feedback. So give you a little shimmy through the steering wheel and it'll pull you back. As we come to our final approach, flying with Mazda Airlines, we are going to get into the conclusion of my opinion of this vehicle. And I do have to say though, the Mazda 3 is a good alternative. Provides a premium ride. Ride noise is quiet. It's pretty good acceleration. The acceleration is rated at about 5.7, 5.8 seconds. That's estimated, but overall it's a good option. And the turbo noise, you can hear that. That's just so fun. But guys, that is going to wrap up my video on the Mazda 3 Turbo. It's a fun vehicle. I recently drove a WRX. I have to say though, Mazda definitely lives up to the theme Mazda Zoom Zoom. So that's all I have for this video, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. This is Chris signing out.